Uma recessão econômica tem sempre a mesma cara, pouco importa o país. O orçamento doméstico aperta, os consumidores passam longe das lojas, o comércio fecha as portas e a incerteza assombra famílias, governos e indústrias. Nesses tempos de crise na Europa, um setor vai na contramão do mercado e conquista cada vez mais espaço: o varejo de baixo custo. Afinal, quem não gosta de uma barganha?
I think it's in people's nature to love bargains. You know, people love to get a bargain. People love to feel like they've got something cheaper than everybody else. So I think bargains will never go out of fashion.
Nesses longos e coloridos corredores, todo e qualquer item custa o mesmo preço, 99 centavos de libra, cerca de R$3. E olha que são mais de 5.000 produtos. Utilidades domésticas, brinquedos de plástico, ferramentas, refrigerantes.
I don't take a basket because I don't want to pick up too much.
In a good mood, I'll spend a lot, you know. You can spend, well, for me, 10 or 20 or 30 pounds, you know, depending on what I want, you know. But I find it very convenient, you know.
Our top 5 products are normally quite everyday products. So things like sugar, coffee, sweets, snack products. But then with the seasons, it can change. So now we're in summer season, so we're selling a lot of gardening products. So we also sell live plants and plants for your garden. So that's in the top 5 at the moment, so we're selling a lot of those. A couple of weeks ago, we had a lot of rain. Umbrellas were my best-selling item.
A primeira 99p Store, equivalente a uma loja de R$1,99 no Brasil, abriu em 2001 em meio à desconfiança.
There was a lot of misunderstanding and even a lot of ignorance of our types of stores. So when we would approach a landlord who owned the shop and said, you know, we want to open a 99p shop here, very often they'd say, no, you know, your shops are too cheap, you'll make the area cheap. Or if it was in a shopping mall, the landlord of the shopping mall would say, no, we don't want your type of store, we don't want your customers here. So that was one of the issues we faced. Another one was suppliers. You know, if we went to one of the big brands, you know, who make potato chips or soft drinks, and we asked them to supply us, very often they'd say no. And they say, no, you go to a wholesaler, you go buy in the market. So they didn't understand our stores, or they maybe felt our you know, there was a snobbery factor, that there was a bit of stigma with our types of stores.
O preconceito dos locadores só evaporou quando a crise bateu em 2008. E o jogo virou.
A lot of shopping centres now, when they're planning a new centre, they'll write to us and say, we need to have a discounter, we need to have one of your types of stores here, so we have some options, we kept these spaces for you. And they're good spaces. You know, before they'd keep us a space, but it'd be at the back of the centre near the toilets. Now we get a prime spot in the middle or near the entrance.
Mudança de hábitos também para os consumidores, que perderam a vergonha de comprar nos estabelecimentos.
I'm every day with the shopping, ever since they opened.
Uma mudança que tende a permanecer, mesmo depois que a economia britânica se recuperar.
If somebody found a shop that sells all their branded products at 30% cheaper than the supermarkets, I can't see why they'd go back to paying more.
Bom, eu não resisti e decidi fazer uma comprinha para casa. Eu tô com 10 libras no bolso, o equivalente a R$30. Vamos ver o que eu consigo comprar por esse preço. Produtos para casa, saco de lixo, sabonete, pasta de dente, chocolate, porque ninguém é de ferro, e velas para decorar a sala. How much? £9.90. Deu R$9,90. Quer dizer que eu vou receber de troco 10 centavos de libra, 30 centavos de real. Great. Thank you so much. Num dos maiores supermercados britânicos, a mesma compra saiu 8 libras mais cara. Uma diferença que pode pesar no bolso no fim do mês. Mas o sucesso das 99p Stores não se deve só aos efeitos do cenário econômico desfavorável. A estrutura do negócio é enxuta.
In today's market, you have to be competitive, and you have to take out any extra fat in your business or any unnecessary costs in your products. We employ a lot of students, we employ a fair bit of immigrant labour, so we have a lot of Europeans who've come over from Eastern Europe. They're just looking for work for 1 or 2 years until they go back home. We employ a lot of British people, and often they're more interested in the career in terms of retail, so they try hard to get management positions. Retail is like evolution. It's survival of the fittest. And if your company isn't offering either the best service or the best price, or whichever is your selling point, then you will not survive.
Fornecedores são incentivados a bater na porta da empresa para vender sua mercadoria.
We're very relaxed with the suppliers who come to see us. Some companies are very strict and you can only come by appointment and there's a long vetting process. But we believe that, we'd like to meet every potential supplier out there. So any supplier can come to our warehouse between working hours and somebody will see them and, we'll see the products they have and at least give them some feedback whether we're interested or not. And then the process first, the supplier will submit the samples. We'll check the quality. If it's a food product, we'll taste it in the office and make sure we enjoy it. If it works, then the supplier gets a listing, and then he'll put his first supply of products into our stores. And then we monitor the sales and we see, is it meeting our expectations? Is there something we can do to get it better? And once it settles down, it's a regular product.
E a concorrência não assusta.
Why would a customer come to my shop instead of a supermarket? That's because I can do the product cheaper. And the question is why? How do I do it cheaper? I certainly can't buy any cheaper than the supermarkets because they have, buying power in tens of billions. But what we do is we work on less profit. 30% of our products are sourced from the Far East, and the other 70% are sourced through UK suppliers or European suppliers. And in terms of price checking, all the grocery products we sell, all the branded grocery products, we price check those on a regular basis to make sure we're competitive against supermarkets. However, the supermarkets like to play games, and they'll put an offer on a product for a couple of weeks, and they may be cheaper than us for a week or two, but then they go back to their more expensive price.
A maior rival, Poundsland, abriu 11 anos antes e tem um número maior de lojas espalhadas pela Grã-Bretanha. Mas Hussein virou uma espécie de porta-voz do setor, com um discurso bem preparado para rebater críticas recorrentes. Lojistas de bairro, por exemplo, acusam esse tipo de comércio de vender produtos de baixa qualidade e de levar pequenos armazéns à falência, numa concorrência predatória.
In my line of business, we are an easy target. I believe somebody has to defend us, and in that way I think I've become the sector's spokesperson, and I speak on behalf of my industry. And my industry, the single price point shops, whether you're a £1 shop or a 99p shop, our turnover this year will exceed £1 billion. So we're an important part of UK retail.
E os números da 99p Stores impressionam. 224 lojas atendem cerca de 2 milhões de clientes por semana. Só no ano passado, a empresa registrou lucros acima de 340 milhões de libras, mais de R$1 bilhão.
We're a hard-working family. It is a family business, me, my dad and my brother, and we've built this ourselves. So we've never tried to deceive anyone. We've been very open, and so in that respect, I don't feel we've done anything bad. For the retail snobs, I think they need to face the reality. I'm sure for them, it's all okay. They can shop at Harrods or shop in expensive supermarkets, but that's, they're less than 1% of the population. For everyone else, life is very tough out there, and they're trying to save money and trying to save money, and they need stores like us to do that.
Mas e ele? Será que compra nas próprias lojas?
I do. I shop in my stores quite regularly, And in fact, my mum is one of our best customers. She goes every week. And even my fiancée, she loves shopping in our stores. So we're all big shoppers.
Ele compra, ele vende, ele admite, ele demite, ele limpa. E ele precisa encontrar um momento de olhar as finanças, de olhar os processos, mas como um todo.
Esse lá tá escarando aí. Valeu, mãezinha.
Banco é tudo igual. Tem aquela correntinha na caneta, o cartão mede 9 por 5 centímetros, tem hora para abrir e para fechar. Mas a sua vida pede mais que um banco. Um banco que é a poupança do brasileiro há mais de 150 anos, que dá acesso de verdade à cultura, que leva crédito para empresas em todo o Brasil. Você precisa de um banco que é de todos os brasileiros. Caixa, a vida pede mais que um banco.